Welcome to Food News. I'm Juliet Litman.
I'm David Jacoby.
Let's get started. First,
You almost said put 30 minutes on the clock.
I sure did. But let's start with our phone number. Do you remember it?
Yes, 850-STEW-136.
Give us a call with your personal food news. Do you always say O and not 0? 850 instead of 850?
In phone number context, yes.
It's an O. Interesting. Yeah. I'm a 0 person, but...
We all know. Coke Zero, only cans.
Exactly.
Yes.
Coke Zero only. Let's get into today's story. A huge one at the top of the show. Positively huge. It's about McDonald's. Mm-hmm. And if you're either a middle millennial or a old millennial / young Gen X, I mean, like Jacoby.
Unnecessary roughness. Flag, 15 yards. We'll continue.
You certainly remember the Monopoly games of the 90s. And then maybe you have an HBO subscription and you watched the HBO Max documentary about the major scandal around McDonald's Monopoly. Well, that game is coming back, people. McDonald's is looking to turn their business around, improve loyalty, improve customers coming in. And as a result, they're now doing an app-based version of the Monopoly game. And the prizes are pretty great. The top 3 prizes are 1 million American Airlines miles.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. And also, like, smart, that costs everybody $0. Like, all that means is, like, one extra person flying on American Airlines worldwide. Yeah. And, like, that costs them $0. A new Jeep, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I like Jeeps.
A new car?
I like Jeeps.
Cars are really expensive now. And then you could also get $1 million. Of all of those 3, which would you want to have?
I mean, come on. What are we talking about? You're asking me a question that you want to answer. It's obviously $1 million, Juliet.
Okay. Well, I watched Survivor, so I know that after the taxes, it's more like 600,000.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I think there's a case for the American Airlines 1 million miles.
There is not.
Okay.
There absolutely is not.
I will note that I recently had to choose like my one-time benefit for my Delta membership, like whether either through my credit card or flying a lot last year. Mm-hmm. And the options were like all of these different things that could only be used in one way, or a $400 credit on my credit card bill. And I was like, so $400? $400,
I'll take that.
I think I'll take $400.
I'll take that. Yeah. Yes. I do love sweaters from Old Navy, but I'll take the $400.
Yeah, seriously. So I guess, yes, you probably would just want to get the cash.
I'm excited about this, though.
I am, too. Also, this information came to us from an article on CNN.com written by Jordan Valinsky. There was like a lot of really interesting facts about the state of McDonald's.
It was way longer than I thought it was going to be. And I sort of like, I haven't watched that doc. And I remember...
The doc is good.
A couple things. I was like, I do want to see it. One thing, I think you started off this topic right, because if you are, I don't know, 30 to 50, there's a nostalgia thing to this that's coming back. You know what I mean? It's like, I remember peeling off the things, like they were like scratch. They basically like, turned your fry box into a scratch-off ticket.
Totally.
That's what they did.
Like, don't you think your kids would be like, let's go to McDonald's, see if we can get something for free?
And you keep them, right? Because you can like match them up or whatever. I think my brother stole mine one time. There's like this huge fight. Like, there is a lot of like, nostalgia in this. It's sort of like when I saw yesterday they're going to bring back Miami Vice. It was like, oh, like 50-year-olds are just like losing it right now.
They're so happy. Well, at risk of becoming a podcast that really props up America's fast food CEOs, I did feel like there were some really interesting ideas here from the CEO. His name was Chris Kempczynski of McDonald's. And basically, they're just trying to get more people back in the store and using their app all the time. And so like, let's just bring back this one thing that everyone knows about, move it to the 21st century. So it's no longer like a game board. And also by doing it through the app, people can't like just steal.
Yes.
Because what happened was one guy was involved.
Uncle Jerry.
He was involved in the manufacturing basically of all the game pieces. So he would sell the valuable pieces to people.
But what I read in the article, the price for the $1 million piece, Uncle Jerry put on the price for the $1 million piece.
$50,000.
$50,000. He's an idiot. Might be 900,000 or something. Like $500,000.
$1,001.
$50,000 for $1 million piece. Uncle Jerry, what are you doing?
I know it is honestly insane. But I was really surprised to find out that a quarter of their business is through the loyalty program on their app. It's like a huge number.
They don't give out how many users they have, but the number in the article is approximately 185 million loyalty users at McDonald's.
$1 million. Did you get that joke?
No.
Austin Powers. Moving on. Anyway, I'm intrigued. I'm also like, will people get really excited about the prizes? It's great.
I don't think it's going to make me eat more McDonald's personally, but I could see it being a bump in sales. One thing I also found interesting from this is the Minecraft.
Yes, the
thing.
Minecraft movie really helps.
You've seen it, right? course not. I've seen it twice, and there's 2 viral chicken-related moments in it.
And it's contributed to a turnaround in sales.
It's a perfect partnership because there's Chicken Jockey, which I'm sure you heard of, and there's this lava chicken, it's spicy, like there's this song my kids all know or whatever.
I can imagine Jack Black singing it.
Yeah, really well.
Yeah.
It is a really good moment. But I was like, oh, that makes perfect sense because not only is it like the movie fast food combo, but the movie has 2 viral chicken-based moments.
Right. Well, it made a really big difference for McDonald's, so I don't know.
We gotta move on. This is too much. We're glazing McDonald's too much here.
I am pro McDonald's, but anyway, moving on. Okay, on to a viral video that comes from a man named James Ellingworth, who he presents as like maybe just like some schmo, but I think he seems like a really great gentleman.
Do you know who he looks like? Do you know who first of all, I love this guy.
He looks like he would have been on Road Rule season 4.
Dude Perfect. That's who he looks like to me. Like one of the guys from Dude Perfect. Not the guy that makes the shot, but one of the guys that celebrates.
Yeah. He seems
he's
like...
in his backyard. He's got his hat backwards. He's got like a black tank top on. I love him.
And a mustache. He's got 67.7 thousand followers on Instagram.
That's going to change.
And from this podcast?
Nah, probably not.
And he decided to check out a Swedish tinned fish called surströmming. And he was trying it because it's very popular, but known to have a very, very strong stench.
I'm not sure popular is the right word.
Well, it's really popular with Finns, people in Finland.
It's distinct.
And he also, or maybe I read online, that it was created for the Finnish people, and they turned out to really like it. So that's how it became a thing.
Yeah, he said...
I can't remember if I read it online or he said it.
He said it. He was like, they created it to give it to Finns because they wanted them not to like it, and they ended up loving it. It's a huge tin. It's like the size of a dinner plate.
Yeah, huge.
And it's basically sort of like the look of it.
It looks like a giant tuna can.
Yes, and then when you open it, it's like in water. It looks really gross. And when you take it out, it looks sort of like a ropa vieja kind of, but fish.
Yeah,
it's like stringy, shredded fish
that's been in a can for a really long time.
And he opens it by saying, "You're not allowed to bring this on planes because it smells so bad." And
then here's his reaction to it.
That's by far the most disgusting thing I've ever had in my entire life. I respect all cultures, but fuck that. Y'all can keep it.
I love this guy.
I love that he respects all cultures.
I respect all cultures too. He didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. He loves the Finnish. He loves Lauri Markkanen. But he's just like, this is not for me. I just really, this whole experience was great for me. When he first opens it with a can opener, it erupts. It starts spewing stuff everywhere.
Yeah, it looks gross. Are you willing to try it?
Hell no.
I'm not either.
Hell no.
No, me neither.
This guy tried it for all of us. I'm good. He shoos his dog away because he wants his dog to have nothing to do with it. And I'm absolutely telling the truth. At some point, flies start swarming, like in the camera shot.
It also looked like it was hot where he was. So he's eating this disgusting, smelly fish somewhere very warm.
He's in a tank top.
Yeah. And his backyard's very sunny.
Florida or Texas?
I was going to say, or like Southern California.
Probably.
Like Inland Empire.
I want to hang out with this guy.
Yeah.
He's now
James
a friend
Ellingworth, you seem
great. You are
great.
my friend. Jimmy L's.
We love you. All right, let's move on to a food news follow-up courtesy of the New York Times. This is an article by Alicia Vermillion called How an Ice Cream Obsessive Recreated the Choco Taco. The owner and founder of Salt and Straw. Do you know Salt and Straw?
We've talked about it here in this podcast before.
It just opened in New York, like within the last 18 months.
Oh, okay.
There's one on the Upper West Side. When I lived in LA, it was very popular. It started in Portland. They do a lot of hyper-specific and seasonal flavors. And Tyler Malik, we've talked about him because when the Choco Taco was discontinued by Klondike, he immediately tried to recreate it. And he made 500. They immediately sold out. And then he has spent the last 3 years or 2 years working with a specific ice cream manufacturer in Europe to create his perfect version of the Choco Taco, which he calls the tacolet, like chocolate, but taco.
Oh, that was lost on me. I can't lie. I was like, why is it called taco late?
I was like, taco latte?
Yeah, that's what I said first too.
But then I got there. On the subway, I got there.
When I first started this article, I was like, what is the New York Times doing? Why are they talking about the Choco Taco return in a 3,000 word journey? And I was like, this is silly. But as I got more into it,
sure,
and I started thinking about, making a Choco Taco, and he was like, you have to package it, but it can't crack in the packaging.
He's like an ice cream scientist, essentially.
Yes.
He's an ice cream engineer.
This is an international project that involved a lot of time and effort because I thought about Choco Tacos. He's like, Oh, it is. It's got a chewy shell, kind of.
Yes, it does, because it's like it's been frozen and it's gotten moisture.
And it can't break in half.
Right. What Tyler discovered, as Alicia Vermillion found out, is that you have to dip the ice cream itself in the chocolate coating and then put that into the shell.
And then dip the taco. They have a special machine that dips a taco. And some I don't know, somebody in Europe who does manufacturing stuff was like, if it's half a millimeter off, like it all goes to shit. And I was like, this is actually interesting.
It really was actually. It's a good article. You should check it out. I will say the New York Times food section is excellent. They provide us with a lot of content.
Yes.
Thank you to them.
Yes.
And I really appreciate this article. The name of the place in Europe is Ice Group. And yes, that's the name. And it was started by a man named Marius Goik. And he services Asia and Marius.
I know, but I call him his friends call him Mary.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. They service Asia and Europe for their seasonal annual ice cream jokes, basically.
Ice cream jokes. Another thing I want to say that I found interesting was the Taco Bell of it all. This is actually a collab with Taco Bell. So but one thing I found interesting is you can't get these in Taco Bell.
No, this is the first time a Taco Bell product is not available at Taco Bell. So
you get this Taco Bell collab at Salt and Straw, and it's the first time it's ever. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
It's kind of like when Nike has a collab that's only available at the other place. You can't get it on Nike.com or the sneakers app.
I have a lot of feelings about the way Nike sells shoes that I'm going to keep to myself.
Wow, that's a different podcast.
Yeah.
Sneaker news.
Yeah. I think they have 15,000 of those.
Okay, let's move on to a trend that is relevant to both of us. We'll try not to spend too long on it, I promise. But the New York Post had an article about a trend that I actually had read it about in the Wall Street Journal over the summer in August, which is there is this big trend with parents of babies as they are starting them on solid foods to start them on a carnivore diet, which literally means you give them a bone from some sort of animal to use as a teether, and you give them meat to,
strips of steak
to teeth on and suck on, maybe eat some. And as they get more and more into eating, you give them meat in different ways. And the Wall Street Journal told me in August, there's almost no science supporting this. And in fact, it's many say it's not a good idea, but it seems like it's really taken off because of social media. It's something that people see online. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
So a couple things I want to say, and then I have a question for you. Number one, this is a lot of this. They've used 3 families as examples. Yeah. And in all 3 examples, the parents are hardcore carnivore diet people.
Yes.
So they're sort of extending it to their children.
Sure.
Right? So I have a philosophy. I don't judge the way other people get through the day with their family and their kids.
Okay.
It's whatever it takes. If your kids are at the dinner table at a restaurant watching whatever on an iPhone, I don't judge. I don't like that. I don't do it.
It's like the Degrassi theme song. Whatever it takes, I know I'll make it through.
Sorry, I didn't watch Degrassi.
That's the Degrassi.
I watched the original one with Claire. What's her face?
Yeah, it's the same theme song. Keep going.
Okay. I feel that way, right?
Sure.
Are you more whatever it takes, do your thing as long as you're not hurting your baby? Or are you more get a grip? This is ridiculous. You're giving a tiny baby a beef and broccoli.
I feel mixed. I honestly feel really mixed about it. And I'm we both have a 6-month-old. It's the time to start doing solid food. Mm-hmm. And I'm on all these insane group chats of people being here's my baby with X in their hand as they eat it. I'm just did you just do this for the picture? I also have a baby this age. I'm I know that's hard to do. So I'm just sort of go with God. Go with your instinct, I guess. So I'm more the former, whatever you think is right if you're not hurting your baby. But I'm also deeply skeptical of a lot of this new shit. Because you know what my baby likes? A sweet puree. Because it's
because that's what they've been doing for hundreds of years.
It's easy to eat, tastes good, and that's what they've been doing for hundreds of years.
You're not going to choke on it. And
he also likes trying to drink water.
I like this quote from Bridget Kiernan from NYU. She's a health person. Quote, "A meat-heavy diet can be safe for babies, but in moderation. We want to give them a balanced diet with all the macro and micronutrients." I'm yeah.
Yeah, they shouldn't only eat steak. They're babies.
This is not complicated. You know what I mean? She's just very gently being how about they just have a balanced diet?
Yeah, it's maybe introduce some other stuff too, like oatmeal, fruit, vegetable.
I kind of feel that way about
yogurt.
all human beings.
Yeah, I think that's right.
It's I'm vegan, I only eat this, or I only eat meat, or I only eat protein.
This is definitely a thing because people are seeing other people do it on social media. It's not recommended by anyone. There's no Dr. Atkins of the Atkins diet for babies. That doesn't exist. This is really like a social media stunt that has taken off, in my opinion.
People were eating Tide Pods 3 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
It's like I don't think that comes recommended either.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, this is not even like there's no science behind it at all. It's just like people who like meat want their babies to like meat.
It's almost like people with strange opinions online are influencing the way people behave offline.
Wait, what?
I know, it's weird.
That's really alarming. Good thing I know about that.
Yeah.
Related story, a question from The Independent. Is plant-based over?
No.
It's not?
No.
Okay, well, in this article from The Independent, I learned that Neat Burger, which had major investors including Lewis Hamilton and Leonardo DiCaprio, was a vegan burger place, and it's closed.
I'm sure they did not invest.
I think they did.
No, co-founders.
Oh, co-founders.
Yeah, they don't invest.
So they get money if it does well.
Yeah.
They probably have to put in like $10,000.
Probably for like the lawyer said they have to.
Yeah, when neither Lewis Hamilton nor Leonardo DiCaprio notices when $10,000 is gone. So that's like equivalent to a penny for them. Yeah. They put in 1 penny. And it's now closed. Also, Lewis is having a hard week. His dog died and he's really upset. So I'm sorry for Lewis. Yeah. Rocco, R.I.P.
Oh, R.I.P. Rocco.
He did go to like a lot of races. He was really with Lewis a lot. 11 Madison Park has also introduced a non-vegan tasting menu in addition to the vegan menu.
Explain what 11 Madison Park is.
11 Madison Park. It's in the Netflix show 7 Days Out. It's like pretty famous. It's a very fancy restaurant at 11 Madison Park Avenue in a former bank. Fine dining tasting
vegan.
menu. Yeah, it used to be vegan. There's a pullback from the vegan craze, but it's not over.
No, not at all.
I don't know very many vegans. Do you?
Vegetarians, yes. Vegans, no.
Yeah, I think it's very restricted. But it's also like health value to it. Like Bill Clinton has been a vegan for a while because he had like heart problems. So there are reasons to be vegan. Also environmental reasons why. But I don't think it's a good business model. So people are pulling back from it in that way.
I don't think it's over though.
Okay. Jacoby, we have a heist. It comes from Hong Kong. Would you like to break it down for us?
Of course.
You're our heist czar.
Not only that, is my personal food news last week was my very first sort of like choose your own adventure hot pot experience where...
Do you remember what it's called?
Who knew?
Super hot pot. I didn't even go.
If they said that on the bibs too. I was like, where do you guys get these bibs?
You have like a mental block against the name for Super Hot Pot.
It was next to a place called Hunan Restaurant, which is how I found it on my phone match function.
Okay, sure.
You think I'm lying?
No, I just think this is wild.
It's basically like a produce section and a meat section. They've got every single type of...
It's a soup buffet.
Yeah.
Make your own soup buffet.
You get a pot and you put the stuff in. I said this last week. And I didn't realize there's an opportunity because of all this uncooked, high-quality food that you could just like fill up your purse with like a whole 2 weeks worth of things that you could bring home and refrigerate. And someone did that in Hong Kong and they got caught.
On camera, and they've been sort of like outed. They're you couldn't identify them on the street because their eyes are blurred in these photos. But like, there's like a lot of information out about these two thieves.
Yes, and they were there was actually like an ethical question in the article about whether it was ethical for the restaurant to put out their pictures.
I think it is not ethical. Quick side.
They're criminals,
I guess, but
you kind of did it to yourself.
Have they been convicted? I don't know.
Oh, good point. Maybe they're not criminals.
So
but he also was wearing a logo of where he works on his shirt. It's like, bro.
Okay, so I quick personal story that's related.
Okay.
A few months ago, I went to a coffee shop in my neighborhood, and when I walked in, there was a poster on the wall where the establishment was like, "These two people owe us X number of dollars. They didn't pay us."
What's the number of dollars?
It was like, well, they didn't pay for the christening brunch that they had at this coffee shop. Or like, it was more than a coffee shop. It's
okay, so I thought it was going to be like $6, something like that.
No, it's like a few thousand.
Yeah. Oh.
And they put up their pictures, and I think their names, if I recall correctly. Ooh. And it was like spicy.
Is that ethical?
I think it's one thing for the place themselves that they're like, you walk into the establishment and sort of like a do not serve or like a banned customer sign. But I then took a picture of it because I was like, this is crazy. And I posted it on my Instagram and I was like, well, I'm not outing these people. So I got rid of their names and their faces and you could just see like everything else. And I was just like, I think it is not ethical to like spread that information. I don't think that the establishment should have to serve them. But until they've been like convicted of something, I don't know. I don't think that should be out there.
And I also think there's always another side to the story.
Of course.
Of every story.
Of
course.
Know
what I mean?
Yeah, or like maybe they're like, we put down a deposit and then like X went wrong, so we're not paying the rest.
And they said they were going to provide this, and they provided 1/3 of what they said they were going to provide, so we paid them 1/3 of what we said we were going to pay. There is another side to the story.
And that is the point of the justice system, and you know.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, that's small claims court.
Exactly.
That's what that's there for.
Litigate away, everybody.
Yeah, don't involve me while I'm getting my latte.
Exactly, and so we will not out any of you. So I don't think they should have outed these people, but anyway. Okay, moving on to some brand news. Front office sports brings me a lot of content that I'm interested in.
They're a real thing.
Yes.
Because you can never tell. Like, there's certain publications that have...
maybe it wasn't always a real thing, but it's really grown from like Instagram.
Yeah, like Adam Silver was like, I'm here. I am at the front office sports convention talking about the NBA. I'm like, good for that Twitter handle that I follow.
Seriously. Basically, it's about they have this whole long article about how teams and sports figures, their brands attached to an alcohol is the opposite of the vegan restaurant. It's great business.
I mean, first of all, we don't have to talk about this very long. No brainer.
Yeah, seriously.
You know what I mean? It's like people are obsessive over their sports team and they really like to drink booze while they watch it. Oh, guess what? Now I can have a Panthers vodka while I watch the Panthers lose.
It's also like kind of funny, and like football culture is kitschy unto itself. So like if you can get like your Jets wine, like have it while you're watching your Jets game at home. Why not? Also, I think it goes along with the trend of people like kind of preferring to watch at home versus going to games because it's like expensive, not as good of a view.
I'm not going to games.
Me neither. The in and the out of the parking is like impossible.
Another thing it made me think of were these like, we've all seen these sort of like football dens where it's like, I love the Lions. I have a Lions carpet, Lions posters, Lions jerseys, and you just have a couple like Lions wine bottles around there just for decoration.
It sounds great.
Seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah. All right, maybe we'll try one of these one day. Although probably not.
Probably not.
Just wine with a Jets label. Yeah. Or whatever, Lions label. Taste test time.
Taste test time.
You are providing today's taste test. Tell us everything.
There's an exotic food store that I go to from time to time. And
what makes it exotic?
They just sell like strange foods from around the world.
Oh, cool.
And also just like regular candy too.
Sure.
But this one's really stuck out to me because I know you like sweets.
Sure. I do.
I love root beer. So this is A&W Ice Cream Sundae.
Hold it up to the camera.
And it says Ice Cream Sundae soda artificially flavored. Be weird if it was naturally flavored. I'm going to put it over some ice for us.
Great.
Because I always like to drink my beverages with ice. Nothing better than a dependable ice machine.
There's no caffeine.
No caffeine, it also says.
I'd like to inspect the can, may I?
Of course. I'll sip my first sip while you do
What do you think it's going to taste like?
I have no idea.
I think it's going to taste like a cream soda, which I love.
I love cream soda too. Underrated soda. Underrated soda.
Here it is, everybody. Okay, Jacoby, how's it taste?
Okay.
I'm having my sip.
There's one note that really sticks out to me from when I had my sip. Chocolate.
Chocolate syrup. This is delicious.
It's very chocolatey.
This is a chocolate soda. I love it.
It's a chocolate soda with a hint of cream. Imagine if you put Hershey's syrup into a cream soda and really stirred it up really well.
Here's how I think they do this. The scent is chocolatey.
Yes.
So you lead with a chocolate idea because of the smell, but the aftertaste is vanilla-y. So it's like you get the chocolate sauce first, and then you get to the vanilla ice cream.
It's good. This is good.
It's really good.
This is good. Yeah, I'm into it. I'm into it. Shout out to A&W.
It kind of tastes like a float, like when you let your ice cream.
Have you had a root beer float recently?
No, as you know, I've only had root beer one time.
So, wait a second. You love cream soda, but you've only had root beer once.
Yeah, they're not the same.
They're not the same, but they're like siblings.
Okay, but I'm not the same as my brother. We're separate.
You're siblings.
Okay.
Move on. This is ridiculous. The idea that you've had root beer once is just insane. How did you get here? How did you get here?
I have been a Coke drinker my whole life. And like exclusively.
Really?
I went from Coke to Diet Coke, quick foray into Diet Pepsi, and then, Coke Zero for the last few years. And now I love Coke Zero to death.
You're a cola person.
I want another sip of this.
Go
it's really
for
good.
it. Go for it. That'll lead us right into personal food news.
Okay.
Where you always go first.
Personal food news this week.
How are we doing on time, timekeeper?
We're doing great. I think we're about 24 minutes in.
Perfect. Great job by you.
Thank you. And also, I didn't even have a timer. I'm just keeping track in my head.
You're just counting right now. You're like 10,024, 10,025, 10,026.
My personal food news this week is a recommendation.
Oh.
I like to have freezer dumplings around, but there's very...
Freezer dumplings? Like the ones that sponsor the Lakers?
Yeah.
What are those ones called?
BBGO?
BBGO, yeah.
Yeah, but those I think are Korean.
Yeah.
I like to have like Chinese pot stickers, dumplings in the freezer as a great backup meal. I have discovered the best freezer dumplings.
You know what? I just want to celebrate you for a second because this is very helpful for the listeners. They could go to their grocery store and experience this.
And this company ships. You can buy it online and they'll send it to you on ice. It's called Dumpling Daughter. It's started by a woman in the Boston area. They also make scallion pancakes. Haven't tried those yet. But the dumplings are great and you boil them. Like
I was about to say, how do you prepare them?
You could pan fry them if you want that extra sear. And if I go to a Chinese food restaurant, I prefer a fried dumpling. I'm human.
No, of course.
Of course. But these are so good, just boiled. And that's like easy. It's also, more healthful. And they're just fantastic.
You steam them or boil them?
Boil them. You boil water.
In the water.
And then you put them in the water. And you cook them for
long?
6 minutes.
Wow.
They're really good. And then I learned at Din Tai Fung. I now do soy sauce and rice vinegar on top. And you're good to go. And that's a dinner.
I was about to say, what are the flavors though? Chicken?
This is pork and chive.
Pork and chive.
It's really, really good.
I'm sure they have other options too.
I think they have a chicken one, but I just went for classic. I think I consider pork and chive to be classic. So I like really, really recipe. I really, really recommend these.
Interesting.
And I'm pulling up also.
Do you think you'll get sick of them?
I don't know. There's a recipe that I've been meaning to try from the New York Times by Hetty Louise McKinnon, which is called dumpling tomato salad with chili crisp vinaigrette. And then she also has dumpling and smashed cucumber salad. And it's like these recipes that are salads with dumplings added. And I've been meaning to try it. So I do feel like there's more ways than just eating the dumplings straight.
Hold on.
Yes, I'm holding.
I'm thinking about a salad with a dumpling in it. One of the problems with dumplings is they're not really one bite. They're more 2 bites. I want mini dumplings. It's like when I don't like getting a chicken salad, we have large strips of chicken where I'm like, now I have to cut the chicken. Why don't you just chop it for me? So I'm imagining a dumpling salad. It's like, well, a dumpling's like more than 1 bite in itself.
So this is like sort of a salad that's like a lot of things like thrown together with the vegetable component. But I've been meaning to make this, so now I'm going to.
It seems like more like a meal though.
Yes, and this has 5-star rating with almost 5,000 reviews on the New York Times. Dumpling and smashed cucumber salad with peanut sauce.
Sounds fantastic.
By Hetty Louise McKinnon. She also has a new cookbook out.
Sounds like the timekeeper at Food News has some homework to do.
I know. I'll do it over the weekend. I'll report back. I'm out of dumplings because I ate them all because they're so good. Thank you, Dumpling Daughter.
Mike, can
you
put in your calendar 2027 October 1st? I want to check back to see if Juliet is still
in 2 years.
Still into the dumplings.
I really like that you think that this podcast will still be going in 2 years.
I mean, it's been going on and off for like a
decade. Yeah. You know what blew my mind? That the Choco Taco discontinuation was so long ago.
Yeah, well, it took him 3 years to bring it back.
We talked about this 3 years ago?
Yeah.
It's crazy. All right, your turn.
Okay. I'm a Starbucks person because of the app, and they're just very convenient. I understand there's much better coffee out there just in terms of the way it tastes or whatever. I just like the convenience of Starbucks.
Okay. Starbucks is no longer in my life. It's out.
That's amazing. That's great. Good for you. I'm proud of you.
Thanks. Carry on.
They have a protein menu now.
This is ridiculous. Because
protein is so hot, right? And I was just like, all right, let me give this a shot. So yesterday was my first foray.
Which one you got?
A vanilla protein iced latte. And
I'm just drinking the ice cream sundae.
I know.
Soda. Carry on.
And it was very much like a regular latte, but it tasted a little proteiny.
Hot or cold?
Cold. It's been unseasonably warm around here.
It's been awful.
This awful?
Too hot.
Okay. And then this morning I had the chocolate foam cold brew.
Did you intentionally have this 2 days in a row because you're just interested, or you're like, this is good content?
Yesterday, because I was interested. This morning, because I wanted to make it personal food news.
I see. Okay.
So
we appreciate you.
The chocolate foam, I like the chocolate foam one much better. The other one tasted like a latte, but one of the things I wanted to discuss was all of that protein really ups the caloric content.
Yeah.
I was looking at the app and it says how many calories, and I was like, oh, so I'm gonna get this one. It was 500 calories. So you have to do this trick in your brain where it's 500 calories, but I'm getting all this protein.
But if you're still hungry, who cares? You're getting all this protein. That's the thing. Is isn't it better to have a regular coffee with a chicken sandwich? Because then you get to eat and you're consuming the protein in a way that it's actually going to satiate you?
Probably, yes.
I feel like this thing is for like the gym bro after they leave the gym. They like, I got to stay, like the guy who takes like muscle milk.
Yeah.
This is for them. Or
maybe.
But the problem though for me is like, are teens going to be thinking this is an appropriate way to have protein? Because we all know that Starbucks caters to teens. So,
well, and part of this experience, now that you mentioned that, 20-second personal story, I went to a particular Starbucks that is close to a lot of private schools, and I went at 3:00.
How'd you even get in the door?
Oh my God. Just packs of 15 teens at once. And it was a small venue. And I was like, this is insane. And the people behind, the poor people that worked there were like, just bombarded.
Sucks.
Bombarded.
Also, go to a street corner and smoke a joint. Like, what are you doing getting coffee drinks?
Okay, well, kids are in the car right now. So I do not recommend that. We listen to Food News as a family.
Even though it's a video show?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right, don't do that. But I'm just saying, kids used to go to the park and smoke joints instead of going to spend $8
on a refresher.
Yeah, seriously. It's like $8 on like just so much sugar and I guess protein.
And one of these packs, this girl named Sophie ordered for everybody. I was like, Sophie, like, who are you? She's like, Sophie Bezos? That must have been like $250. I was looking at the pack and be like, which one is Sophie?
That's too much.
Yeah.
All right. Great personal food news.
A terrible joke
actually,
at the end.
Can I just do an add-on to that?
Yeah, I'd love that.
Starbucks is closing all these stores like this week, and I keep seeing like information about it on my Reddit algorithm. So first of all, I saw that the You've Got Mail Starbucks that Tom Hanks playing Joe Fox famously goes to. They actually both go, but he has like a long scene there. That closed. 81st and Broadway. You've never seen You've Got Mail?
Never seen that. So I've tried all the sodas, I'm so shocked that you haven't.
I'm not shocked.
All the rom-coms.
But I'm not shocked.
Fair. Move on.
Yes. You don't know what that is, but it's a landmark for fellow millennials. It's closed. R.I.P. And then I was reading this morning that there's like 9 Starbucks in downtown Brooklyn that are closing. And someone, I wonder if Starbucks do better in like teen heavy areas, honestly, and like suburban Starbucks do better when they like fill a niche versus in New York where like a lot of places serve the same thing and like could be cheaper. Starbucks is not cheap. If you really want to, I don't know. That's just a theory. Anyway, someone on Reddit recommended going to one of these locations because they throw away a lot of like food when they close because they haven't used it. And they're like, yeah, you can get the milk. It'll probably still be good for a few weeks.
What?
Someone recommended going to the Starbucks that was closing to get the milk.
Yeah, I can't laugh at people that are like food challenged or whatever.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't seem like a good idea.
It's just one that you maybe would. Coffee beans, even the egg bites, something that's cooked, but like just like milk.
Non-perishable items, sure. Milk is extremely perishable.
And also like, I just have a weird, maybe I'm just like paranoid, but I'm like, someone could like roofie you. Like there could be like shit in that you wouldn't know.
I don't think people are roofing like
Starbucks
trash milk from Starbucks. I don't think they're doing that.
Well,
I don't think so.
They're not.
I don't think so. I think I'd be much more worried about sort of like the milk being bad.
Good point.
Yeah.
Okay. That's enough Starbucks for today. We've really gone hard on both McDonald's and Starbucks.
Yeah.
And every week Taco Bell. On to listener food news. Ellen from Chapel Hill called us at 850-STEW-136. And here's what she had to say.
Hey, Juliet and Jacoby. It's Ellen from Chapel Hill calling. My question relates to celebrities and food news. So one piece of celebrity food news that has always stuck in my mind that I probably read 10 years ago is that Gwyneth Paltrow always has cream in her coffee every morning, even though she's super healthy. So whenever I'm on a diet, I still allow myself to have as much coffee creamer as I want because I remember Gwyneth Paltrow said it's okay. So my question is 2 parts. Is there any celebrity food news that lives in your head rent-free? And B, when you're on a diet, is there one food category that you turn your blind eye to? Because mine is coffee creamer. See ya.
Great question. So this is sort of my
2 questions.
Yes, it's a 2-part question. The first part, the celebrity piece of it, this is not exactly answering, but it is related. I remember learning that Mark Wahlberg, wherever he is, keeps the same hours. So like,
I was thinking about that too.
So like, if he wakes up at 5:30 a.m. LA
like
time,
4.
whatever, 4 LA time, he will maintain that time wherever he is. And I watched his television show Wall Street on HBO Max. He like brings the gym to him. Like he gets an extra hotel room and uses it like as a gym to like lift weights. So he doesn't have to be on anyone else's schedule. I am sure that part of that is also having the exact same meals.
So question.
Yep.
I love routines. Shout out to him. We used to say, imagine it's 4 a.m. Los Angeles time. Does that mean he wakes up at 7 here or at 4 here?
7.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
He does not adjust his hours.
I love that. So if he's shooting in England or whatever, they have to like completely change the production schedule.
The 24-hour window is the same
he
wherever
cannot
he
shoot
is.
in Australia.
He's like, I don't have a circadian rhythm. I have Wahlberg rhythm. And this is what I do.
That is amazing.
Yeah, I know. I never forgot it. And like he's talked about on Howard Stern, like it's a real thing. So I am positive he's having the same breakfast wherever he is. And so it's probably like egg whites, black beans, and like turkey bacon.
Yeah.
And that's it. And like maybe a Starbucks protein latte now.
Oh my, that's great. Mine is during the Olympics, they talked about Michael Phelps' diet.
Yeah.
And like he eats like 10,000 calories a day. Sometimes like a lineman will be like, yeah, I try to bulk up this summer. So I eat like 4 hamburgers for breakfast or whatever. I'm just like, how is that possible?
Seriously.
How is that possible?
I mean, it sounds gross.
Basically those like bulking up diets are the ones that live rent free in my head. But if I was on a diet, something that I would just not give up.
I have whole milk in my coffee, so I would continue doing that.
A former colleague of ours at Grantland just put a ton of cream and sugar in their coffee. And at first I judged. And secondly, I was like, I'm sure that's fantastic. I'm sure it's fantastic.
You know, I had coffee ice cream and I was like, wow, this is so much better than coffee. And I was like, oh, because of the sugar.
Yeah, it's also like, if you put enough cream and sugar in your coffee, it turns into melted coffee ice cream. And it's
true.
Great.
It's true. I'm trying to think of other exceptions I would maintain.
For me, it's just ice cream. It's just like, I
need to have a sweet every day. So I'd be like, everything else to cut back on, still having this Tate's cookie.
Yeah.
I love a Tate's cookie.
That's great.
That's our show for you this week, everybody. Thanks so much for listening. Maybe by next week, I'll have had a root beer. I also maybe will have made that recipe that I've been talking about. Thanks for listening. Thanks to our producer, Mike Wargon. Jacoby, thanks to you. And hope you have a great week.